Okay, the first part is you're ready or the notebook already. Okay, you can put the purple file away. Okay, so there are two things we are going to revise from primary 1 to 5 fractions first. Number 1, we are going to revise on the types of fractions. Okay, and then on the other page, we are going to revise on the operations related to fractions. Is it okay? Adrian, can you off the first row of light, please? Thank you. Okay, so just now we mentioned a few. Okay, you see blue pen is clearer? I think blue pen is clearer. Let's just redo a quick recap, starting with the types of fractions. The first kind is simple. Okay, the first one you learn at maybe primary 2 when you first heard about fractions. Fractions as part of a whole. You probably hear about unit fractions. I'm going to just name the ones that are important. Okay, that we need to remember the skills related to it. What does unit fraction mean? Yeah, fraction as a unit doesn't explain much because unit fraction, the two words are still the same words that you are using. So, unit fractions means 1 unit of all things you are saying. For example, I say, okay, remember last year we used Cheryl's cake as an example, as a birthday cake, right? So, unit fractions are like saying, for example, Cheryl's cake. Okay, and then half, right? Half of her cake. That's 1. Then I can also say 1/3. Can also say 1/6. I can also say 1/8. Okay, have you figured out a pattern with regards to unit fractions? What is the numerator? Always 1. That's right. So unit fraction means it's always 1 unit out of how many parts? How many parts? Is it okay? That's the first encounter. Okay, then I have 2 different kinds. I'm going to write 2 different kinds here. I'm going to just write the important ones, okay? I'll write some examples to show you. Hmm? Okay, so I wrote three kinds of fractions. Don't have the label yet. I'm missing out the labels for them. So here are three types of fractions. Maybe you can tell me the title for these fractions. Let's start with this one here. Just now we already seen an example that's going to do this. What are these called? Mixed numbers. Very good. These are called mixed numbers. Why are they called mixed numbers? Because each of them will have a whole number part as well as a fraction part. So it will always have a whole number part and a fraction part. Together they are called mixed number. Okay, then what about this one? Very good. These are called improper fractions. So if this is called improper fraction, what is this? Very good, called proper fraction. Why called improper and why called proper? Yeah, why are they proper and why are they not proper? Hongwei, are you paying attention? Tell me now. What's the difference between a proper fraction and an improper fraction? Can you observe the patterns? Just now our friends observed. For unit fraction, the numerator is always, so you have numerator out of denominator. Numerator for unit fraction, numerator is always 1. Okay? Then for next number, the pattern that we observe is that whole number mixed together with a fraction, that's why called mixed number. Then our friends say, these two, this set of examples are proper fractions, this set of examples are improper fractions. Now, then my question is, how come this called proper, this called improper? What can you observe from the pattern in the numerator and denominator? Okay, yes, Pranavika. Very good. So, for improper fractions, Pranavika says the observation is that the numerator is always a bigger number compared to the denominator. However, what about the proper fraction? So it's improper because the numerator is always a bigger value compared to the denominator. That's why is it called proper? Because the numerator is always smaller than the denominator. That's why it's called proper. Is my drawing here like make sense to you? Yeah, so I draw the D bigger. Okay? Now, do you know how to draw each of them out? So I draw unit fraction already. Can you pick one of these and draw? I draw the easiest one, I draw 2/4. You know how to draw no? Just draw one. Only one. Only draw all of them. But do you know how to draw? Yeah, that's the main part. Main thing I want to ask you. Then this one, I can draw 1/2, 2/2, 3/2. Each of them is a half. Can you understand? All together, that's why I can convert these to mixed number. See? 1.5 is the same thing. 1.5 is the same as 3 halves. Can you understand? That's why there is this conversion. last one. This example, equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. And yes, like okay, let's say this one is the simplest form. Okay, finish summarizing the whole thing you learned from primary 1 to 5. 4, okay, maybe 4. 5 not yet, 5 we talk about the operations more. Is it okay? Okay, I do a quick recap. Fractions, the types of revising. Okay, we observe that the patterns here. Numerator is always 1. It means 1 unit of whatever, however you're going to cut the Cheryl's cake into. They're called unit fractions, 1 unit of each. Proper fractions is when the numerator is always smaller than the denominator. Okay? Then you have improper fractions. The numerator is always a bigger value than the denominator. So these are the examples. And then mixed numbers, when you have a whole number mixed together with a fraction, and then equivalent fractions. Now, there's one more thing that I did not mention is about fractions of a set. Okay, fraction as part of a whole versus fraction part of a set of objects. Now, never mind about this, I'm going to just leave this hanging here because the operation is the one that is more important, that helps you to decide whether it's fraction part of whole or part of set. Actually, they will mean the same thing when you discover later. Okay, so far okay? Okay, later I'm going to quiz someone to write on the board an example of any of these type of fraction. Okay, okay, we'll move on to the operations now. The operations are important when you involve a story. Some of us may feel that with a story, I can solve fraction problems better because the context is there, the story is there. Some of us, maybe you feel that I can do the working without understanding. Because maybe from my tuition teacher or my past experiences, I know how to do the working steps. Maybe you've learned the butterfly method or some quick shortcuts. Okay? So either way, doesn't matter. Most importantly is, you see a problem, you can solve confidently. Okay? Now, let's start with the operations. Operations means you plus, minus, times, or divide. 4 operations. When you're in secondary school, then you realize that there are more operations than just this. Yeah. Okay, which is very fun. Yes, which is very fun. Yeah, I heard Jerry say square root. And that's one operation. If you see a calculator, some of the operation will pop up. That's what you will be learning how to use when you are older. Okay, let's start with a simple story. Okay, Cheryl's cake again. That's the one we have been using for a while now. Okay? So addition and subtraction operations are very similar. Okay, so it's her birthday, right? We start with the subtraction one. At first she has a whole cake. Then Ansel says, Ansel, give me, I want to eat. I give me half of your cake. Half of your cake. And then Kai Xuan come by. Kai Xuan says, I also want to eat cake. Give me 1/4 of your cake. This is Cheryl's cake. At first, got one whole cake. Then ask, how much left? Is it easy to solve? Okay. One whole cake minus answers half minus Kai Xuan's 1/4. Huh? Equals 1/4. It's difficult. Not very difficult. I can do by various ways, draw, or I can convert to equivalent fraction. 1 minus 2/4, the minus 1/4 left for 1/4. Simple, right? Skill needed. Being able to find equivalent fraction. Okay, so talk about addition. How much cake? How much cake did Ansel and Kai Xuan eat together? How much cake did Ansel and Kai Xuan eat all together? Okay, Ansel ate half. Kai Xuan ate 1/4, 1/4. What's the answer? What's the answer? Huh? Ansel ate half, Kai Xuan ate 1/4, 3/4. So I can convert to equivalent fraction, add together 3/4. 3/4 of what? 3/4 of the egg. The cake. What? 3/4 of the cake was eaten by Ansel and Kai Xuan together. Same skills. Equivalent fraction. Can simplify? Cannot. Addition? Confident? Can do? Okay. Now, same thing. Even if I increase the fraction to a very scary number, the same skill apply. Okay? The same skill apply. Say, Ryan. Same thing, addition. Okay? He has many Pokemon cards. But then one day he fought with his brother. Then some of the Pokemon cards got torn. Then Skylar say, don't set. I give you some. I help you. I got so happened I got also Pokemon card got torn by my little brother. Let's patch up and make Pokemon cards out of my broken cards. Because they have been collecting Pokemon cards for very long. Ryan has 45 and half a card. Because it was torn, right? Then Skylar said, don't be sad. I give you all my cards. I've been collecting all my life. I have 99 and 3/4 card. 3/4 because it's torn. Right? This is Skylar. Don't set, okay, Skylar. I give you all my cards. Now what do we do? Add together. The number so big. Is it very scary? Use the calculator, press, the answer. Yeah? In the exam time, these questions that involve the addition of two mixed numbers will appear in paper 2, where you can use a calculator. Need to feel scared? Don't feel scared. Is it the story? Is it straightforward? Pretty much, right? Let's add it together. Use a calculator to press. Do you remember how to press? Okay, use now. You have your calculator, right? But maybe some of you, your mental calculations is so good you don't need to. Okay, so Ryan says without the calculator, your answer is 135, 145, and 1/4. You check with your calculator, is it correct? Someone you're not pressing the calculator. rest. I will use my mental calculation. Is correct? What's the answer again? 145 and 1/4. This is a calculator question. Keep your calculators on the table because you need it for the next questions. Yeah, okay. Is it scary? It's not that much, right? Just the number scares you. But if you think of the story, it's still the same. So addition, subtraction, these operations okay? Okay? Okay, not so scary. Let's go on to the scarier one, multiplication. Okay? Ready? Okay, move on. Let's talk about multiplication. Then we move on to primary 6. Primary 6 is division. Yes. Okay, okay? Ready? Talk about multiplication. Cheryl's cake come again. We continue with Ryan's Pokemon cards first. Yes. Okay, we continue with Ryan's Pokemon cards first. Ryan has some Pokemon cards. 40 cards is his cards. Okay, he has 40 cards. Then he realized he don't only just have 40 cards. Because 40 cards was just in one book. He put the cards into one book. Then he realized that altogether he has 3 books of 40 cards each. Easy? How many cards? 120. 40 times 3, 120. Okay, can I trouble you to write GET at the side? Okay, what's the group here? 3 books. Each is 40, right? 40 cards. Total is multiplication. Okay, can this is a whole number times whole number. Okay, I'm going to try challenge you and see whether you can understand. I'm going to put division at the other side. Okay? Okay. Put division right at the side, okay? See whether you can cope. You can. You must believe you can, okay? Are you able to explain the stories? That's the most important part, okay? I'm glad you say you have already learned, okay? But the main thing is, can you explain the stories? Oh, yeah, are you keeping up? You're still pressing the calculator, but we moved on already. Okay, I move on to the next slide. We talk about division. So, Ryan has 40 cards. Has 40 cards. Skylar came over and said, "Hey, share with me. Skylar says, "Please share with me." 2 of us, okay? That's right, GET. How much does each person get? 20. Very simple, right? 40 divided by 2 of them equals to 20. So this is total, this is the 2 of them group, this one each. Right? 2 people. Each how many cards? Total is 40, so divide. Can you understand? Okay, can I? Share with me, please. Can Okay, I move back to the multiplication side already, I move back already, Okay, move back to the multiplication side. Same story. Ryan has 40 cards. Skylar came by and said, "Give me half of your cards, please." Ryan says, "I have 40 cards." Skylar came over, says, "Give me half of your cards, please." What will be the operation? This is multiplication, hello? 40 times 2? 40 times half. What is the answer? Also 20. Half of 40 is 20, can you understand? But why times half? Half of 40 ma? So 40 times half. What is this? This is a whole number multiplied by a proper fraction. You can see? I can also, you remember the working steps now? I can do 40 over 1 times 1 out of 2. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, 40 out of 2, 20. Okay? Okay. Okay, So this is a whole number times a proper fraction. Now, to make better sense, now we switch back to Cheryl's cake. Okay? Times, Cheryl, just now she already give answer and Taishan the cake. How much cake does she have left? Only 1/4 left. So Cheryl's cake has only 1/4 of a cake left. Giselle came over. Hey, you never give me just now. You forgot to give me your cake. I also want half of your cake. I want 1/8. I'd be nice. So Giselle says, "Give me 1/8 of whatever you have left." You are left with. Giselle says, "Cheryl, you forgot to give me your cake." Giselle. Oh, Jay, sorry. Sorry, Giselle. I think the other Giselle is your sister. Okay, Giselle says to Cheryl, "Cheryl, give me 1/8 of whatever you have left." Okay, so Cheryl only have 1/4 of that. So Giselle said, "Give me 1/8 of whatever you have left." So whatever you left, do you remember what is whatever you have left? Very good, fraction of the remainder. So now we go to fraction of remainder. Sounds familiar? Sounds familiar? Okay. So this is whatever she read. Fraction. Fraction times fraction. Fraction of a remainder. Okay? So numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, what's the answer? 1 out of 32. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Sounds familiar? One more time. Multiplication, what you need to do, not find equivalent fraction, you need to find numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. This one you must remember. Very important. Charlie, are you writing? You finished? Okay, let's move back to the division story. Yeah, can I? Okay, now we try. So we covered already. Is fraction, proper fraction times fraction. Okay? Fraction of the remainder. Numerator times numerator, denominator and denominator. Okay, so far, okay? Everybody? Let's go to division. Okay. Differential, we go with Cheryl's story first. Okay? Now her cake already no more already. Left so little. We simply give her a new cake. Come, what flavor you want? Durian. Chocolate. Okay. So here Cheryl's got a new cake. Garlic cake. Garlic cake. Alright. So Cheryl's got one cake. One whole cake. Okay? We revise again what we learned in primary 5. Huh? So she's still with one cake. Okay, we're talking about division. What? Elena, Marianne, Summer, and Janisha all come. Okay? Elena, Summer, Marianne, Janisha. Hey! Share your cake with us. All together, how many people? Huh? Aiden says 5, that's correct. Because they share together, ma? Share together with us. So Cheryl also must eat, right? So one whole cake divided by 5 people. Does this make sense to you? Yes. Can a smaller number be divided by a bigger number? Yes. Because they share, ma? So one cake divided by 5 people. So each person get how much? Each person get how much of a cake? 1/5. Okay. So basically you cut the cake up into 5 parts. Okay? 1/5. Is it okay? Here. Let's go to the next one. Huh? Bring back just now story of Cheryl has 1/4 cake. Okay? So Cheryl's chocolate cake now is, she has 1/4 of her cake left. After Ansel and who just now who took the cake? Skylar, alright. Kaishen. Ansel and Kaishen took the cake. So she has 1/4 of her cake left. This whole cake actually she only got this left because they take already. She only have 1/4 of cake left. Then the same friends, Elena, Summer, Marianne, Janisha came. Hey, come, share with us, Share together with us again. Same thing, still have 5 people. How much cake did each person get? But they only got 1/4 of the cake left. Then how? 1/4 of the cake need to divide by 5 people. How? Okay, so instead of the 1 cake, it becomes 1/4 cake. Why? The thing is why? What? How much cake will each person get? Okay, Janesia says, how many of you already heard of this? The KCF method. 1. 2. You heard about it? No? You don't? You didn't? Oh, then you say more. First you what? That sounds very familiar. What? Okay, never mind. So only you heard before KCF. Why? No, why does it work? Of course, it's a tuition center, tuition teacher. But why does it work? Coefficient teacher explains why. That's the most important part. Then you can apply to all situations. Have you heard it before? No? Okay. Now, let's go back to here. What happened in the fraction of a remainder? Just now Giselle, she took 1/8 of whatever Cheryl's left. In this process of 1/4 times 1/8, what do you think is happening? Yes, Jared, say it please again. Okay, so Jared says, this is that 1/4. You are going to cut this into 8s. Into teeny weeny bits. Then 1 teeny weeny bit is 1 out of 32. Can you understand that? So when I cut it into teeny weeny bits, what action is that? Dividing. You understand it? So when I say 1/4 divided by 5, I can also say that it's 1/4 times 1/5. Wow, is this too much already? Not really. Okay, I'm going to leave this hanging here. Where? Finishing. Okay? Oh wait, have you written down the last one? Okay, then we look at our textbook now. I leave this hanging here. Some of us may not be catching it very well, but it's okay. We look at our textbook now, and I want you to look at page 26. Okay, I'm moving this away. Okay, if you are feeling a bit overwhelmed, anybody feel a bit overwhelmed already? Like your head feel like it's going to break up or it's blank now? Too much information? Then I tell you, congratulations, you only got 3 minutes left. Okay? And if your brain is aching now, that means it's growing. Very good for you. Now, look. Okay, today's homework. Okay, take note. Oh, wait. 2 hands on the table, please. This is the first homework. I want you to read and be familiar with this page. This is essentially what we went through just now. The revision of multiplication of fractions. Now, here, earlier on I emphasized on this method. There's this other method that asks you to cancel and simplify. Now, if you look on the next page, this is the one that I'm also wanting you to read up as homework. See the difference in the methods? What is the story talking about? It's talking about, write down the GET again. How many cakes are there? And how many people are sharing the cake? And then it's a division. This is a whole number divided by a whole number. I get a fraction out of it. Nobody can get 2 full whole cakes because there's not enough to go around. So I need to cut up one of the wholes into smaller parts. Then I can make sure that everybody get equal share by having 1 and 1/4. Now, then we move on. Then, this is the one. Okay? Up to, I want you to try this box here. Up to page 31. The answer do with pencil first. Okay? Please read your textbook from page 26 to page 31. Is that clear? Then try to solve the questions here. Okay? Can? Is it okay? Read from page 26 to 31 and then complete this one. I will be checking whether you did your reading. Okay? Okay, get ready.